I will check. Fresh. Not seeing you in my following, excuse me. Let's see here.
Keep refreshing and
Yep, looks like we're going.
There it goes. Just had to refresh a few times.
Yeah, that's system lag. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Also, even though I'm not going to share this with chat, I just want to share something that was very entertaining to me when I got home today. 1 second. Need to scroll. I have way too many things saved. Oh, yeah. So this is one of those random, like, weirdly wholesome moments from 4chan I just find funny. This is a pic from the same catalog today.
yes.
I still say Pressure's the better song, but both are jams.
That movie is just so good. Like, I honestly, I really like the introduction song, and not gonna lie, like, Don't Talk About Bruno is definitively like the best song. Disney said so. So who are we to argue with him?
But you can't talk about it. It says so in the song.
The man yells at Cloud.
I imagine that happened many times in their relationship.
Like, he is he might be the best character in that damn movie, actually. Because he just seems like he's just the happy to be there guy that's just like, yeah, my wife's kind of like lets her emotions get to her, but I mean she saw it, so I don't care.
Nah, the other one would be Mirabella's dad, who's just like, I am constantly hurting myself. I just happen to fall in love with a woman who can cure anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why they fell in love, because he was just constantly accident prone on purpose.
Well, I mean, it's an easy way to meet a woman. Especially when that woman only meets people that get hurt in the village.
All right. I think I'm ready to go as soon as we can get everybody else in here.
Just opening my notes and stuff.
Let me go fill up my water real quick. I'll be right back.
That's fine. Also, because they will hear it in the future, or maybe now, I don't know. Thank you for the follow, Flustered Bun, between streams.
Way.
And be careful. They are always looking for an excuse to do fan art, so anything could be memed at this point now.
Excellent.
Oh boy, I'm just...
What? Okay. Well, did anyone else hear anything on the stream? Because I tried to mute the alerts, but Milla, you fucking madman.
Oh, let's see.
I didn't hear anything, but I have the stream muted in the background, so there's not any echo or anything.
Well, thank you for...
Well,
All right.
Thank you for the 10 tier 1 subs, and okay, thank you, Alpharat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, can confirm. Mute worked.
Yep. Nada.
So you could say, this was a test.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Well,
Thanks, Billy. You gave me a gifted sub.
Same.
You're welcome.
And now I need
Me
to
too.
do this, because that's important.
yes, Doots. Always ready. So,
Get your dudes out.
Oh. Okay, give me a second here. That actively spiked my adrenaline here, so...
There you go. Now you're ready.
Oh, well then, might as well throw it on over to the live scene.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
As
the
I'd
one
like to
thing I
point
forgot
out,
to open. Whoops.
Miller, you haven't updated the time for the game. It says our last game was 2 months ago.
I mean, as far as scheduled games, I didn't exactly have time just to schedule and say it's 3 minutes from now. By the time I hopped it.
I mean, you can set it. You can set up the recurring schedules.
I need to figure out how to do that at another time because
That's what Discord's for.
Yeah, we know when
Yeah.
we're coming here.
Discord and Twitter and the socials and all that jazz. Which, thanks for everybody for hanging out. By the way, you're the real reason that we keep this going.
Yeah.
That also might
It's
need
fun
tabletop.
too.
I was about to say, yeah, my obsessive need to tabletop slightly trumps that, but we also like the people who get to enjoy it with us.
Yeah. They're a bonus. And we love each and every one of you for it.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying being a player.
Also, just repeating this for the
Same.
chat when I got in here. I did have a slight heart attack, however, because 15 minutes before we were supposed to start the stream, I get to my computer and I see, why do I not have internet connection? The fuck?
Oh, no.
Turn around and go back to my router and reset it. Thankfully, that did the trick.
Which provider do you have?
Local HBC, which is, local, smaller regional chain, no big chain, so that's the only choice I have here.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
it's better than nothing.
Are you kind of out in the middle of nowhere, I'm guessing?
Yeah, rural boonies compared to major markets.
Yeah. As someone who drives through rural areas pretty regularly, as long as you ain't got a dead zone, take what you can get.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in an area with dead zones everywhere. It was not fun.
Yeah, as a driver who does a lot of things through his phone at work, I'm just like, well, I know exactly where these 7 dead zones are, and they're approximately 50 to 170 miles apart.
Mm.
You ever get to that point with your cell phone when as soon as you hit a dead zone that you don't get any service or reception after that and you have to reset your phone? Because I'm at that point now with my phone.
Jeez.
No, but when I started getting more active and working with my phone, I did decide to shell out for the mobile hotspot.
Mm.
I was just like, you know what? I spend this much time in a van. Let's just do this.
All right. Just double checking roll call here to make sure everybody's here, unless there's any other last point of order to address before we start the session proper.
Only one thing, because they might be watching this in the future or may even be tuned in now. We don't know. Best wishes to Mark Allen Jr. Sadly coming down with COVID. Hope you get better soon, buddy.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rest well, Mark. You're that beautiful voice of yours.
Yeah, he takes... I'm in another server with him, and every time there's a storm, he specifically is just like, is there anyone here in this area? And most of the times, it's Missouri. And I'm just like, yes, thank you for letting me know where not to drive.
Yeah, but he retweeted the one that was, all those tornadoes in my neck of the woods. I'm like, oh, crap. Thankfully, I was just out of their range, and my place didn't have any damage from it. But just further to the north, there, tornado touchdown.
Yeah, I actually passed by an area where it did. Luckily, it didn't look like any homes got wrecked, but it cut a nice path. Like, they only just finished clearing all the debris, I want to say, last week.
Mm-hmm.
Also, ignore all the stuff in, the roll tracker over there. I've just been getting my backup character all situated last night. Don't pay attention to what spells he has.
Oh, there is something I need to...
Pay no attention
bring
to
up.
the man behind the curtain.
I'm recovering from, a cold. I'm pretty sure it's a cold, not COVID, because I have 2 negative tests to prove that. But I may have to mute to cough and or sneeze randomly. Or I might in the middle of talking. It's incredibly random. I have no control over it.
Yeah, the cold's going around right now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you have
Especially...
how dare you have no control over your autonomic nervous system?
I know. I really gotta talk
Who
with
do you think
myself
you are,
and get...
infant man?
I gotta sit myself down and tell him to get on it, really. Do better.
Just pull a monk and aggressively meditate.
There we go.
Alright. Well, let's see. Caitlin, are you good to?
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking to make sure. With that point of order out of the way, we can go ahead and start the session proper with our traditional introduction. Welcome, one and all, to session 14 of Chult of Personality! When last we left our heroes, Dan, the half-elf, sorcerer, witch, blah, wow. Point of order, my writing sucks while I'm in a rush. Anyway, Wick, the squashing cleric, Elise, the elven ranger, Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer, and Enoch, the human warlock. Our band of explorers was implored by the hag Nanny Poo Poo to deal with a group of terror folk roosting in a nearby cliff face. Through tactical dog and pumpkin insertion, the party dealt with the residents inside the cave. Whilst resting and recovering, however, they were besieged by even more terror folk. Imparting their namesake by nearly dropping Kupalue and injuring the party, our heroes fought back and ultimately prevailed. Seeing other flying dinosaurs and even a dragon during their watches, our heroes returned to Nanny Poo Poo the following morning, while she gave some information on Peggy Deadbells. Dan also revealed his tragic backstory and his involvement with Peggy Deadbells. Whilst exchanging death stares and fruit via flying monkeys with Nanny Poo Poo, our expedition now departs to the jungle once more. Will the party investigate the nearby airship? Or perhaps the historic heart of Uptau? Or shall our heroes chart a different course to the south? Let's find out. So, as a good point of order, as I've left off in the description, where do you guys want to go from here?
Dan wants to do a mad dash towards the Valley of Dread, but will acquiesce if anyone else wants to do something else first.
I feel like Enoch's holding the map with one hand, has like a hand on Wick's scarf and Dan's jacket in the other. Now calm down.
But,
Elise is still staring out where the dragon went.
but we could go to the airship. What if it works? We could fly.
As
Enoch
much as
looks
I
up-
love the sound of that, we do need to plan our moves.
Now, I figure we could probably swing by one of the two locations on the way to the Valley of Dread, was it?
Above game, she said the Valley of Lost Honor.
Mixing up our valleys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be fair, she said between the Peaks of Flame and the Valley of Lost Honor.
And by the Peaks of Flame is where we believe Wick's vision was.
Correct.
Well then, I guess we could. Let's check out that airship at least. It'll be on the way no matter which way we go.
Where's the airship on the map again? It's this X or?
It was this X down here.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't even know what the other X is. It just was there.
Right.
Yeah. This X, which was marked, which was what Wick saw, was the heart of Uptown.
I feel like the giant levitating rock will still be there when we come back. And if it's
Probably.
not, yeah. And if it's not, that sounds like a much bigger problem than us.
Besides the fact that I don't even think we could get to it anyway. I can't fly. Yet.
And then, going off of Wick's suggestion, if we get to the airship, we could probably ask for a ride back up to the giant floating island.
I don't really believe if the airship is stuck in trees, it's probably flight worthy. But it's worth investigating, I guess. And like I said, it's on the way.
Not gonna, just See an airship. I've never seen one before. I've only read about them.
As you're debating this a little further, Kawasha does step forward. As much as I would like to investigate this airship, as he just kind of looks over the map a little bit. Yes, it would seem that the heart of Uptau is more in undead territory, and you did promise that we could eventually deal with that when you took me on as your guide.
That is
Thus,
fair.
I
That
would
is
very
very
much like to
fair.
enjoy it, to see the heart of Uptau.
I mean, it's also on the way. I mean, if we do, let me find here. Where's the tools? There we go. No. I mean, if we chart a course like here, then go here, then head down around here, we can investigate everything on the docket, I guess. Just gonna take a whole lot of time, and it's not exactly on our side.
That is true. Though admittedly, we would have faster travel going over the water if we were to make our way down there.
And then as far as the undead goes, the one city that we're trying to get to, pretty sure that was overrun with them. I think. Assuming they're still there.
Ominous but good to know, Wick. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so it sounds like we're probably going to hit up the heart of Ubtao because it is the closest thing on our map anyway.
Right.
Would we see a Taz on the map as marked location?
Yeah, that would be marked on the map.
At least would kind of point it out to Quash and be like, "What's over here?"
A Tazkala. I'm gonna see if he's heard of that place. Well, a Tazkala, it's Chultan for Gorge of Death.
Pleasant.
And I'm just gonna roll for this real quick. History check. Supposedly it's a rainbow-colored canyon of sorts, but as far as I've heard, it's rather interesting. Have you ever heard of a canyon that is lined with coral?
What's coral?
What do we have?
Nature check if anybody's proficient with it.
I'll do that.
I'll do that as well.
That reminds me, I never opened my sheets.
Sure.
Yep.
Natural 20.
You know, you would think that my boy is, but he is indeed not.
I have a 10.
Alright. Dan, you've read about coral at some point. You just know that it's undersea organism. Basically, there are reefs that are basically entirely made of coral. Elise, yeah, you know very well in in the couple of expeditions that you have been on, you've actually been out to the Bay of Chult, and there are a couple of reefs that are scattered about there, and you had the privilege of your party was hunting some sharks that were out in the area.
Yeah, she would relay that. It's something familiar to her.
Why would coral be? This is really foreign land. It's
Well, if they
a
call it
sea creature.
if they're calling it the Gorge of Death, my guess is that at some point there was more water in there than Gorge.
Could be a possibility.
Could have been a much larger could have been a much larger lake that eventually got drained, but the coral still stayed around.
Well, I mean, we got basically no business there, at least none that I can think of. Unless you got something there, Elise.
Would I know if this coral was like, would it actually like fetch a price? Would it be sellable? Would people buy it?
With that nature check? Some people might use it for some jewelry, but it's... I guess depending upon the condition, it's not as much as, say, like, gemstones. But it's probably just about a step down as far as the quality of, you know, jewelry and stuff you can make with it.
Yeah, just kind of file that away for later.
That makes sense. Like, everyone has a price for something.
Worst case scenario, we end up in a position where we need to trade. I'm not saying we don't need to go out of our way for it, but if we have time.
Alright, well, we'll file that away on path back. So, does anyone have any objections to going to the heart of Ooptao first?
Oh, it makes sense if it's the first thing on the list.
It's a bit of a longer path, but I guess we might as well go that way. Square things away.
Dan, I know you're angry, but remember, we were paid to do this in the first place.
I'm aware. Wouldn't say I'm angry, I'm just anxious. Want to get to the Valley of Lost Honor as fast as possible.
Well, Kawashi did say that the water would probably be the fast way to get there, so who knows, maybe this will be better.
Maybe.
Alright. So, you begin to set out for the day. You trek your way down the cliffside. Make your way back down. You get to there. Let's see.
That was
Vaughn, go ahead and roll percentile for me.
Okie dokie. 94.
94. Okay, let's see what that gets us. Okay. This is interesting.
Begins to sweat. Oh yeah, I guess I should. Everybody bug spray.
Bug spray.
Right.
Bug spray.
Bug spray, rations, using what you got. If you got them. There you are. Question. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
12.
11.
15.
I think mine is...
Perception is 10.
Yuki's is 13.
Oh no, I lied. I'm sorry. 16.
16. Wick?
12.
12. Okay. Okay. So, it gets to evening. You eventually make your way back down towards the towards the shore. And Dan, I assume you're going to do your typical scavenge for herbs?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
8.
An 8. Unfortunately, you do not find any herbs or anything of use along here.
I'm gonna roll for my scavenging.
Yep. Go ahead.
18.
18. Elise, as you go to scavenge around, you actually find a... Let's see, how do I want to frame this? You do find an axe beak, as it's just foraging around. And for the sake of brevity, you do manage to kill it. And as you're making your way up, a glint of something kind of catches your eye as you see something reflect up in the trees. About 300 feet away from you, up in the tree line, you notice there's a humanoid-looking form that looks like it has fur and a tail. It's currently keeping an eye on you.
Elise is going to kind of like stare at it for a minute. Just kind of wait. She's gonna like just kind of stop and just kind of like try to feel out to see if this person / figure is like, is it gonna try to approach her, or is it gonna eventually just wander off?
I guess go ahead and roll an insight check.
11.
You can't exactly get a good read on this creature, but eventually, as you're kind of looking to stare at it, yeah, it notices you're staring at it, and you see it turn around, and it jumps from branch to branch as it moves away from you.
She'll kind of squint, but then just make her way back to camp.
All right, you make your way back to camp with axe beak in tow.
She'll walk into the kind of like where the main where everything's set up, and just kind of like drop the axe beak on like probably like a makeshift table or something like that, and just start carving at it. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna try to get I'm gonna see if I can get any more, like, get the meat, but try to like get some more parts off of it. Maybe get a couple more beaks off of it.
Oh, okay. With that survival check, you
should say.
earlier.
I'm gonna say I should say get the beak off of it. Maybe something else.
Yeah. With that survival check you rolled earlier, yeah, you do manage to take the beak off intact, and you also get we'll say you're able to get a couple of handfuls of colorful feathers off of it, as well as let's see here, 3 of its claws, or 3 of its talons, I should say.
Oh, right. That's
It's gonna go in the pouch where she normally keeps her animal parts.
All right.
Would Dan be able to get some of the axe beak lard off of it, or is it like too ripped apart now for me to rub that?
With that survival check, if you're asked, you could get that off as well, at least.
Yeah. Dan would definitely ask because it's for the bug salve.
Yep, she'll give it to you.
All right. We'll say you get about a quart of bug salve off of this. It's a bit of a leaner bird, but there's just a little bit of fat there.
Yeah.
All right.
As Dan's walking away, Elise will kind of like not stop him, but just kind of like give him like a quick like, hey, hold on a minute.
Yes?
I don't want to alarm anybody at the camp, but we may be being watched.
Kawasha snaps and averts his attention to you.
Humanoid figure appeared to have fur and a tail. I don't know what it is, but it seemed to notice me while I was out hunting. It was in the trees.
Kawasha thinks about it for a little bit. May have been just a tabaxi hunter.
I was thinking it could be one of Nanny Poo Poo's flying monkeys.
Didn't appear to have wings, but I'm going to assume I know what a tabaxi is because I've probably hunted with them before.
Yeah. Give me a history check.
14, probably good enough.
Yeah, you've heard stories of tabaxis are native to Chult. Oftentimes certain tribes of them may go out into the jungle and hunt for things. So I guess you could kind of sense there's like maybe a bit of rivalry between you and them.
I might have taken its prey.
In this case, you're not sure, but
Yeah, she'll kind of like think about it for a second and be like, actually that makes sense knowing that they're natives.
As long as it's not Nanny Poo Poo spying on us, I thought we left very amicably.
Doubt it was her, probably just an isolated hunter.
She's not the only person in these jungles. You should know that by now.
I mean, yes, but we're very close to where she's living. She could just be having them scavenge around here. Or in this case, spying on us.
I mean, what reason would she have to spy on us?
Dan's gonna think for a moment.
I feel like she would only do that if somebody made her angry.
Or possibly
We didn't do
threatened her.
anything. We didn't. No, we didn't do anything though. We were very good.
Dad just shifty eyes, shifty eyes, shifty eyes.
Dan just has one finger on his chin. He's not saying anything. Yes.
Even
Hard
Dan
cut.
was really well behaved. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I believe my words were we will never see each other ever again, and I don't imagine how anyone could take that negatively.
I mean,
Dan?
considering you wanted to kill her, I feel like that was remarkably well behaved.
Yeah.
Dan?
Hmm?
Did
Yes?
Just a few things. Didn't you talk about how not to trust things hags say to you and things like that, yeah?
100% yes.
And you told this hag we will never see each other again. Now, this might just be me being raised by goblins. That's something you could also say to something you were planning to kill.
Huh.
Yeah.
No. Allow me... I mean, I didn't want to say, but I'll say exactly what I told her. If it were up to me, I would kill you where you stand, but my friends won't allow it. So I'm going to leave with them, and we will never see each other ever again. I don't believe that could be misinterpreted as me going to kill her, because I said I would have killed her there, and we're all going.
Oh well, that's a little bit more rude than what I thought, but
Look, I tried. I really did.
Just a little disappointed shake of the head.
Well,
Is
now I
gonna
understand
feel-
why you would believe she is tracking us.
Yeah, no. If I were in her position, I'd maybe spy on us for a little bit. But if we never ever come back to this region or towards where she lives, it might be bygones from there.
Well, that's something to think about in the back of our minds. Okay.
I mean, if anything, maybe she'll single me out before any of you, because you all were very nice to her.
Again, following what you warned us about.
Yeah.
aside from that, nothing else happens during your watch. The next day, it is heavy rain. Draco, I want you to roll percentile this time.
Doke. 77.
77.
This is one I'm pretty sure we haven't rolled, so now I'm full with anxiety.
Fascinating.
I could have sworn we got 77 before. Or am I thinking of 67?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Like, we've done this so often.
We are.
Yeah.
I know for sure that my memory is not that up to snuff.
Yeah. No, mine isn't either, really.
My
I mean-
weirdly eclectic memory can always say that we've rolled a lot of 60s. That's it.
Hmm.
Including 69, and we all said nice.
Nice.
Yes. Nice.
I mean, that was a requirement.
I have no idea why, but I'm pretty sure we've gotten 94 before. Or was that literally just what happened? Yep.
Yeah.
I remembered 2 seconds ago. My memory is so good. I remembered a few minutes ago.
I remember what just happened.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
It literally was yesterday.
So I can remember it.
Alright. Well, as I go ahead and get this map set up here.
Oh boy.
As you're making your way through the swamp, you notice that there's a particularly it's getting pretty dark at one point, and you find that you are trying to find a place to set down for the night, to set up camp. Let's see. You find there's a nice island that's, relatively dry ground that you are able to park your canoe on. All right. And actually, I'll go ahead and bring you guys on over to this map over here. One thing of note is, as you're going to set up camp in this spot, you notice that at one side of the island, on the northern side of the island, there's a rather large pile of quite a few trees that have toppled over, as well as some other debris that's kind of washed up and dammed on that northern edge.
When you say pile, does it look like a natural pile or like something has actually piled them up?
Looks natural.
Shifty eyes, shifty eyes. Well, nothing out of the ordinary here.
Oh god, we're about to get attacked by pseudo-udos.
At least,
Quick, get water gun.
at least you notice that as you eye over that pile of brush and other vegetation, you are the only one that sees this, that the vegetation begins to stir.
Shit!
Yep, Elise is immediately gonna go. We might have company. Points over to the vegetation.
Alright. And with that, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Oops, did not mean to hit that twice.
Oh snap! That's
I
my
forgot to
highest
click my
initiative ever.
button.
Are you kidding me? I clicked my token and everything.
Alright,
Oh. Me and Yuki not doing great.
Let's get this over with.
Actually, that doesn't sound good enough. I'm gonna save that for a little while later.
Are we on the bank or are we in the canoe in the water?
Just
You got a
realized
13 on my initiative.
We'll say the
Hell
beach is
yeah.
basically where you guys are currently at right now at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 60 feet away, you see the brushes shambling.
Uh-huh.
Nah, I don't like that either. Sorry, guys.
Shambling is a very scary word, Milla. Also, I forgot to click my token.
Yeah.
It is a very scary
Same.
word.
Especially considering what creatures have that. Yep, it is exactly as I feared.
Alright, so Enoch rolled an 18. I'll go ahead and add your turn for you.
I got a 3.
I think of like a free action is like he points or points it out. What the fuck is that?
At which point Enoch would just say, "First rule of Chult."
Alright, so that's Kawasha. That's Kupalue. And this is the pile. Right, I gotta look up the stats list because I like my... Here, let's see.
You know, maybe I understand why my people back home are so afraid of plants.
Yes, I can imagine so.
I mean, were these where you used to live?
You don't think so? I think I was the only walking plant.
Well, you're the nicest walking plant I've ever met.
Oh, thank you.
I need to make you happy right now because we're about to fight, and I'm still not gonna be happy.
Alright, so that rolled a 14. Kupalue. Roll.
I'm gonna say Kupalua is also right here. He's another
Yes,
friendly vegetation.
Yeah, so far we're only like 2 of 17. But hey,
Yeah,
the outliers are the ones you gotta pay attention to.
exactly.
13, and Kawasha rolled a 10.
At least I'm not.
Alrighty.
At least I'm not going first. I'm going like I think third. Well, actually, what is Kupaloe's thing? Because we both got the same 13,
He has a +1.
so I'm going after him or before him. I have a +2.
Okay.
I'm all the way at the bottom. Yay.
Oh, I'm going after the monster.
Alright. Enoch.
Oh, I'm not in the turn order. I forgot to click my token.
Uh-oh.
I got a 3, so I'm at the very bottom.
Alright,
Oh,
well,
slow boy.
Okay.
you'll see Enoch's color start to shift again as he kind of gets down to a ready stance into that purplish glow. And then he'll start moving a bit faster because... Boop! I activate Kinetic Jaunt.
Alright.
So I've got 10 extra feet of movement.
This is the Minoru's power.
So I am going to first take control of my token. Move out to here. And then immediately start blasting because that's a bonus action.
Alright. Eldritch Blast.
14.
14 does not hit.
Damn, well, second verse same as the first because I got 2.
Eldritch Blast!
I'm hoping
18
an 18
does
hits.
hit.
Yeah, if not,
Roll
you're
damage.
fucked. So that's 5.
Alright.
Try to stay... And then he'll just kind of shout out, try to stay, like, separate. We don't want to get clumped up with this thing.
Alright. Elise, it's your turn.
Alright, gotta go ahead and, do my usual shtick, bonus action Hunter's Mark, and fire that longbow.
Alright. Hunter's Mark.
16.
That hits.
Alright. Got 6 on the bow. Colossus Slayer, because it has taken damage this turn, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hunter's Mark, so that's gonna be 11 damage total.
All right.
That was the first shot, and here comes shot number 2. 19.
Roll damage.
12 points of piercing damage, plus
Oh.
Hunter's Mark, which is 4, so 16 total, so...
All right.
27 damage total.
So 16 on that. Yeah, you just pelt it with arrows. It only seems like it slightly flinches, but it still looks like it's taking it in stride.
Yep.
Anything else for
I
your
mean,
turn, Elise?
I'm just gonna reposition over here and call it turn.
Alright. Next up is going to be the mound. 5, 10, 15, 20. It shambles up to you, Enoch. And it's going to hit you with a pair of slam attacks. That's a 22 to hit.
Ow.
So the first hit, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and the second misses, but as it reaches out with its massive entangling vines, it slams and hits you hard, and the vines wrap around you. And as it wraps around you, you're currently grappled by it. And because it has you in its grasp, it immediately takes the vine up and takes you into what might be its maw, and it engulfs you.
Great!
Well, first let me do a concentration check for kinetic jaunt. $11. So yeah, I beat it.
Yep. So, you are engulfed by this thing. You are blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe. As it's definitely stuffy and starting to suffocate in there. Alright. So, nothing happens right now.
I never would have woke up this morning and imagined Enoch being vored by a bunch of vines.
Ooh.
Hey, I've lived through the Frog War. You think this is the first time I've been vored? Not Enoch. This is Burnout above game, okay? You know how many frogs in this game exist? You know how many of them swallow their prey? Most.
I was gonna say all of them.
No.
If they're bigger than you, they swallow you.
Very true.
Alright. Well, that concludes the Shambling Mound's turn. Zeno! You see this massive
Thanks, Billy. You took out the one thing I wanted to do right now.
Oh, what was that?
I wanted to cast Fireball on this thing. I mean, I can still technically do
Definitely
this.
no.
You could still do it.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
It would just probably be ill-advised
I
and
know.
really hurt Enoch.
Or you could put it in a spot where you can hit it and not, and maybe
I mean, if I aim it like right there, I'll hit it and I won't hit.
There.
But I was
Yeah,
like,
if you're aim it right there, yeah, you could aim it so that you possibly hit that and not Enoch.
I was like, okay, he's engulfed, but he's not like in the middle. Thank God.
The feet are still sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So it needs to make a dex save.
First
Yeah, it rolled a
things first.
3. So it rolled a 3.
That is a 13. So let's go.
All right. Fireball
DC
damage.
14, 26 points of damage.
As you throw your fireball and you see the flames just kind of engulf it, you notice some glints of like moisture that kind of glance off of this thing. That fireball wasn't as effective on it as you thought it was going to be.
Oh, right. Forgot Shambling Mounds have weirdly resistance to fire.
Enoch is just screaming inside.
I'm sorry.
You feel it getting very warm in there, though you take no fire damage, Vaughn.
Enoch just knows what happened and is mad.
If we come.
All right. Next up is
Okay,
Cthulhu.
everyone, it's immune to fire damage. Looks like.
Well, I'm somewhat on fire. Maybe it's just resistant to it.
Yeah, it seemed like it did some damage, but it wasn't as effective as you thought it was going to be. All right. Oh! Koopa Louie with a nat 20 on the slingshot.
Hey.
Let's go.
Save me, Mood Kindred.
All right, 8 points of bludgeoning damage on that. Hot dang. And it's Kawash's turn. Fire's not effective, only to say, as Kawasha goes to saunter up. And he's going to touch his... As you see, his flesh kind of gets more of a barkish tone to it as he casts bark hide on himself. Because he has not done that yet. Wick, it's now your turn.
Alright, well, I'm gonna just try to waddle my way as far as I can, which isn't very.
Kawasha's barking up, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to toss a guiding bolt at the creature with a 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
Ibishki. 21 radiant.
21. Oh.
21.
Oh.
I always forget that's such high dice for just first level.
It's the highest damaging spell in the game.
It is, and it's like.
Let's see. Next one has advantage. Next hit, anyway.
All right. Anything else then, Wick?
I think that is all I can do right now.
All right. Next up is Yuki.
You can't really get anywhere close to it, so the best she can do is dash over there. Or, I mean, I guess you could take the dash action and then just be right up in its face, but that seems ill-advised at the moment. I guess she's just gonna hold her turn here, wait for it to maybe get closer.
All right. That'll bring us to you then, Dan.
Alright, well then. I'm just gonna saunter on over to here. Whoop. I think it was like right there. And, you know, it seems it's kind of wet. Maybe Witch Bolt's what we need. But an 8's not gonna hit.
Unfortunately, it does not.
Well, that's about all I can do at the moment.
All right. Enoch, again, you are currently blind, restrained. But, if you wish to escape, it would take your action in order... Let's see, it would be a strength save to... Or yeah, I suppose it would be a strength save in order to break out of it.
Well, I never changed my floating +1, so it's still in strength, so I guess that's what I'm doing.
By the by, I looked away for a second. That Witch Bolt did have advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Right, so it would have been 17.
All right, well, roll the damage on that Witch Bolt then.
Alright. Let's see, what level? You know what? I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
All right.
See
For
how
the
that
future,
goes for us.
when you go to cast it, please specify which level you're going to be casting it
Okay.
before you roll. All right. 9. All right.
Now it's locked.
Good news. The lightning bolt hits. Bad news is you would think that this thing would convulse or something when it hits. In fact, it kind of perks up and it seems like it actually did something completely different.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You can see that it had the exact opposite effect on it.
Oh no. Oh, this is really bad.
How do you think I felt?
How do you think
All
I
right.
feel?
All right, so you currently have 1 round inside of that thing right now, and you fail to break out of your grapple.
Yeah, I can't see, so I can't escape it.
All right, Elise, it's your turn.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
actually,
just keep
I
on.
have a quick question.
Actually-
well, no, it was my action.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, that was your action in order to try and break out.
Well, let me just... I'm just checking my spells here.
Unless there was something else you could have done.
Well, this thing doesn't look like it can speak, so I doubt I could use my only other option. So yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Elise.
Alright, gonna keep firing. 14.
That just misses.
Second shot. 25.
That does hit. Roll damage.
11 piercing plus. Oh, come on, there we go. 2 Colossus Slayer, 6 Max Hunter's Mark. So that's
So a
gonna
total of
be
19 damage.
Yep.
Alright. At the start of the Shambling Mound's turn, Enoch, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Oh no.
Jesus,
You fail, unfortunately, as it begins to move around. You take... Oh my god!
Oh, that's not
take
what you want to hear.
That's maximum of 20 points of bludgeoning damage as the various vine branches and debris move and shuffle around us. This thing is going to move over to the next thing that it can sense, which is Yuki, unfortunately.
I mean, basically, you just saw what happens when someone squishes a tomato.
So...
I'm not doing good.
Did it sound like a can getting crushed in your hand?
Probably.
Fortunately, Yuki see this thing come and manage to nimbly dodge out of the way of both of this thing's slam attacks. So,
Oh, yay,
yeah,
dog.
both the
Lucky
attacks
us.
miss.
Wait, I can enlarge her next turn.
All right, Zeno, it's now your turn.
Alright, so seeing is right there. If I am right here, I'll hit right there. And that's gonna be with a shatter.
All right.
So let's do this again. That is a 15. And the actual attack is
Alright, your spell save DC is 14. It narrowly fails, so it takes the full damage.
Man, this thing is beefy.
Yeah.
But it definitely seems like a decent chunk of its bits have fallen off at this point. Good news.
Can I tell Kawasha that thunder attacks work better?
That's free action, you could.
Kawasha, anyone else? Looks like the thunder attacks are doing a lot better damage.
That
Alright.
doesn't help me.
Sorry.
Kapalue
Best I can
will
do.
attend Huckarock with a sling, but
Can't use
miss.
me.
You're doing great, my boy. You're doing
Alright.
great.
Next up is Kawasha. Oh, what can you do, buddy old pal? I'm not sure if I could use any other spells that would be able to hit it, but... he's gonna, as a bonus action, he's actually gonna cast Shillelagh. He's actually gonna run up and he's gonna smack this thing with his quarterstaff.
How it's pronounced? I thought it was
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Yeah, I thought it was Shillelagh.
Shillelagh,
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh, however the Celtics pronounce it.
Potato, tomato, same thing.
But he messes with his Shillelagh. That'll bring us to you then, Wick.
Well, I feel like he's made a poor choice personally, but you know what? I'm gonna hopefully help him out, and hopefully, even better, Enoch. I'm gonna cast Bless. So that's going to be concentrating to bless up to 3 creatures. Okay, so that's going to be for Enoch. Now Kawasha, since he's right up on him. And I'll do. This is the next closest one.
Yuki's pretty
Koopalue.
close. Or Koopalue, too.
Alright, Koopalue.
Yuki can pop back into existence. Nobody else can.
Fair. Fair.
To be fair. Alright, speaking of Yuki, it's now her turn.
Alright, she's gonna hold her action for me to embiggen her.
Okay. She's getting the tappies going. Dan, it's your turn.
And once more, pointing the focus at Yuki. Fuck me! Yuki! Sorry. Again. What is happening? Sorry.
I
That's the actual
know.
Latin.
I know it's the actual Latin.
I know.
Adult.
Also, Dan, if anyone should be saying "fuck me" here, it's Enoch.
Yep. Oh,
And
this is
after-
great. So,
After that,
alright.
bonus action is gonna be Toll the Dead,
Alright.
and then Yuki can do her thing. How wise is a shambling mound?
Not that wise, as it fails the roll.
Alright, it takes that 13 necrotic as a loud clock tower bongs, and Yuki can do her big bite,
Big bite.
and that
Roll
should
damage.
hit for 9 damage.
Alright.
Now I get to contribute to the fight.
Alright. Enoch, you are still restrained within this mass of a mound.
Well,
Do you wish to break out? Or something else?
Well, I'm gonna make it hard for it to hold me at least. Because since I can't see to teleport, I think it should just have to deal with some heartburn. Melts minute meteor, but see, typically you have to shoot those off. It now has 6 of those inside it.
Alright.
Oh God.
Let's see. I'll say because it requires verbal components, you currently can't breathe, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll argue because of the verbal and somatic components, because you're restrained within this mass, you're not able to cast that.
Damn it. Okay, well then I guess I just have to hope against hope. Here we go.
I will allow you one more strength check to break out,
And you
Alright.
do have you have bless.
and you have bless.
Hashtag
You have
bless.
you have many blessings.
Okay, that's 1d4. So 13. I don't think that works.
That's not enough to break out of. Or actually, yeah, that's not enough to break out of it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright. Elise, it's your turn now.
Here I go shooting again.
Oh
Yeah,
my
one.
God.
Ooh.
This is
That
going
one,
fine.
that will just miss.
Second attack. 23.
That hits. Roll all the damage.
Not max piercing. 8 piercing. 2 Colossus. Max Hunter's Mark. So 16 damage.
How do you want to do this, Elise?
Thank God.
Is there enough of like an opening into like the mouth?
Yeah, there's like a semblance of a mouth that's towards the front of this creature.
She'll just kind of try to like aim straight for like just aim like a straight shot, like try to aim like through the mouth and where she thinks the like wherever the jugular of this thing might be, she's just gonna shoot straight through the mouth.
As your arrow flies true, it does find purchase, and it strikes with just force that the head twitches, like the head of this mouth just twitches at such an odd angle before everything just collapses. And as it collapses, now dead, Enoch, you are no longer suffocating or restrained by this. You're just kind of tangled up in the mess of these vines and branches that once it made up this creature.
The very broken body of Enoch just lays there. Ow.
I'm gonna try to just pull him out.
And
Yeah,
will
you
assist
managed
even
to do
though he's
so.
weak.
Yep.
Yeah, between everybody's
There's a-
endeavors, you do manage to pull him out.
The instant that he gets pulled out, Zeno is gonna hand him his or one of his only health potions.
Elise will hold a hand up and shake her head, and I'm gonna second level cure wounds him.
So that's twice you've been almost eaten. The Velociraptors, and now
Get 8 HP back.
Yay, I'm back to double digits.
I'm gonna still hand him the healing potion. Sorry for almost setting you on fire.
We're gonna need to set ground rules for that. So
I would like to apologize for unknowingly healing the shambling mound. Didn't think lightning would be plant food.
That is kind of weird.
All right, 1 second. Let me just.
Is Enoch our Greckles? Is he just gonna get eaten every time? Because like I
That's
said,
not
that's
what I wanted.
twice.
You know, I wouldn't think that metal would be very tasty.
I mean, I'm not all metal. Gestures to most of his body. Though there's still many
That's what I
cuts.
wanted.
There's
You
many
get 7
cuts.
points back.
Okay, I'm at least now up to 20 HP.
All right. Well, yeah, Enoch. We'll say Enoch and Dan do your survival checks for your scavenging bits for the night.
I mean, Elise,
That's what I meant to say. My apologies.
no problem. Enoch want to
I
join
think-
us on scavenging?
No.
I think Enoch suffered enough today.
14.
Enoch reaches into your
18.
backpack, pulls out the alchemy jug, sets it to beer, and sits on a log.
All right.
Fair.
For Elise and Dan, this makes sense. You both, actually right next to that brush pile that this creature sauntered out of, you do manage to find some edible berries as part of the food that you have scavenged about. And Dan, let's see what you happen to find.
At least remembers the constant berry picking from before and just kind of like banana cat faces, but she'll take what she can get.
All right. Oh, what was it? What's the table form? Wrong page. There they are. Oh yeah. And actually, propped right next to this brush pile, yeah, you do recognize there is a Wooka tree in here as well.
Ooh.
And in it, on this tree, you find 6 nuts.
Okay, I'll add them to the list. All right, I have Wooka nut goo. I have to make more on the Wooka nut. There we go. 6 Wooka
Alright.
nuts.
Alright, aside from that, nothing else happens during this day. On the next day, I gotta find that page here. Alright, so that was the day of the heavy rain. Let's see. Alright, the next day, nothing happens. And on the next day... Zeno, go ahead and roll percentile for me.
Oh boy, this is the first time in months I've had to do this. 85.
85. Okie dokie.
We meet cavemen.
We beat Tarzan, he's here. He got teleported from Africa to Chult.
Ooh.
I mean, we might meet George of the Jungle in here. That's close.
Oh my gosh, I'd love that. Love that, man.
Especially the Brendan Fraser one, because that means he's just charming.
Also,
Yeah.
I feel like in Chult, it's actually appropriate to say watch out for that tree, because it probably tries to kill you.
Probably would kill
True.
you, yes.
George of the Jungle and Chult can't be nearly as clumsy. Because he'd get...
If anything, that'd be a benefit to him. It's like, watch out for that tree. Oh, you just killed the tree.
Up for that bangu. Oh god! It's an assassin vine!
I mean, considering how many times he accidentally swings from snakes, that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish, why can't we get any more of the, like, encounter rolls where a chewinga gives you a magical blessing?
George just lucky, I guess.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Speaking of which, as your party kind of makes your way towards the swamp, let's see. Question: does anybody have a passive perception lower than 12?
No.
No.
I do, yes. Exactly 1 point lower than 12.
I
Alright,
have it as 10.
Okay, so Elise, Wick, and Enoch. You notice that on another island you see a mass of vines, and on these, and as you make your way closer, you see a statue that is wreathed in vines.
Does it look familiar to any of us?
Vorn the Second?
Is the statue of a crocodile being carried by a man?
First
I'll
of all,
say Kawasha gets advantage on this.
better question is, are those assassin vines?
I don't know. Let's find out.
He goes over and tugs.
No!
No!
Alright, you tug on the vines, Wick, and nothing happens.
What? What?
Call it PTSD there, Wick.
What is PTSD?
Yeah, what's that spell?
Post-traumatic stress. That means if you've had to deal with something before. You should know all about that, Enoch.
Glares
So,
and Zeno? Yes.
Dan stares in the middle distance. I know.
I'll say
about
as you
that.
make your way up closer to the statue, you notice that this looks like a very formidable looking Chultan, draped in jungle cat skin, holding on to a Yaklawa and a leatherhide shield. And this figure looks very, very imposing. As Kawasha kind of makes his way up to the statue. This looks like this is actually a statue representing Uptao.
Huh.
And Wick, I'll say because, you know, you're a smaller creature. On this figure's stomach, which is very open, you see it looks like there's a maze that's carved upon it. And it looks like it's almost etched on there.
He climbs up and he goes to look closer at it. Does it look kind of like the maze that we saw before? It was on some other item at some point.
On my spell focus, I was
Yeah.
thinking about putting it in there if it would fit.
Do you hold it up? Or do you compare it?
Yeah, I would definitely look between the two.
Yeah, they do spare a striking resemblance. The designs may be slightly different, but I mean, they both appear to be mazes.
Ah, okay. So it doesn't look like they would like fit together.
It's a really weird belly button for him to have.
I mean, not inaccurate.
Wick pokes it.
Is the
Well,
button?
maybe this might
So
go
you poke
in,
it?
but no.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Let me try something. Enoch focuses his eyes. Detect magic goes off.
As you cast Detect Magic, I'll say you do get a slight hint of divination magic coming off of the statue.
Huh. Trying to think. So it's got a light blue glow on it, so it is magic. What type of magic I do not know, because Enoch doesn't know the schools of magic.
Can I cast Identify on the statue? As a ritual?
Sure. As you go to
Alright.
cast Identify on the statue, you find that it has, we'll say for the sake of this, it has this, contingency spell cast upon it.
Oh.
Ah. Right, I gotta. Let me see. I'm not very familiar with contingency specifically.
Very high level spell.
Which is a spell of fifth level.
Because in this
lower.
context, it makes more sense.
Cast spell.
Actually, would that make sense? I have to look something else up.
Go right ahead.
Contingency expending spell slots.
Actually, I take that back. That would not work in this case because of reasons for something else on there. Actually, I'll say for the sake of this, you do not really detect anything on here as far as like any particular spell that's affecting this item. It is a statue. You're not exactly sure what would happen, but you get the sense that if you were able to trace the maze on the stomach, something might happen.
Okay.
Huh. Do I have? I probably do have like a scroll or something I could do that with.
I think when he says trace, I think he means like he pokes at where the approximate start of the maze would be.
Oh. Well, I'm curious. Something's going to happen if we trace the maze here.
But I say, what would I even roll for that, Milla?
If you want to do that, Enoch, give me an intelligence check.
Oh, this will be interesting. Okay.
Did I do it as well?
19?
Never mind.
We'll say, Enoch, as you go to trace your finger around this maze, it's easy enough as you go to follow along, and you do manage to find your way out this maze. And as you do, pause this for a second. You do find that light blue swirl that was circling around the statue lifts up, and it actually swirls around you a couple times before it embeds yourself slightly in your chest.
Okay.
And yeah, and now you find yourself glowing in the light blue magic.
Okay, the magic is inside my chest now. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think I got enough things inside me.
Do you feel
Fascinating.
okay?
How do I feel, Milla?
Well, Vaughn, I'm gonna whisper you something real quick.
Okay. Do. Okay. Do. I feel like I could help us get to somewhere we need to be, but probably only once.
Neat.
Can you fly?
No, but I have a feeling that, like, even without the map, if I knew where we were going, like at least the name of it, I could probably get there. Above game. Should I say it, Milla?
If you want to.
Yeah, above game, I have the Find the Path spell. Like,
I had a feeling that's what it was.
yeah.
It's like,
I feel like we should hold on to this in case we get really lost. But I guess it's kind of like how you guys can do the whole summon animals thing. So I kind of want to hold on to it.
Right.
we completely forgot we could do that, didn't we?
No.
No, I'm aware. We just haven't had a really good moment to unleash a bunch of velociraptors.
Yeah, that's been fine.
Or giant apes, as Kawasha chuckles to himself.
Or two allosaurs.
You know what? The fact that you at least remember and are having self-control fills me with a better sense of feeling. Okay, let's just take this as a win and maybe get back on the road.
Fair deal, fair deal.
Mm.
That reminds me, we haven't run into any chewingas for quite some time. I would very much like to do that again.
It's true. I miss them. They're very nice.
Yep. If you'll excuse me while I just throw this onto my sheet.
Alright.
I thought you were gonna say, if you'll excuse me, want to just throw someone off.
There's no cliffs, and
We're in a boat.
Alright, so with that out of the way, I think that's actually a good place to take a break quick while I go ahead and figure out some other details.
All right.
Good. I'll be right back.
I just, before I go grab some water, I just realized something. I looked through my jinxes that actually mentions in just the jinx section that they last until the end of my next turn. So cripple does not last nearly as long as I thought it did. Just until the start of the next turn, for future reference.
Good to know.
To be fair,
Now I shall get one.
yeah.
Hmm?
I wasn't gonna really add anything. Also, hey chat, want to thank Big Papa Plutonium for the raid of 3 during the Shambling Mound fight. You came in at an awkward time. And yes, above game, I have learned many things. Though this further helps my scientific endeavor that I tried out during the Frog Wars. You cannot activate a gag reflex by setting something on fire on the inside. Though maybe I just haven't found the right spell for it yet.
The more you know.
Yeah, Hellish Rebuke does not activate a Banderhobb's gag reflex. Can confirm that at least. But yeah, if while you're working on that, Milla, I will step away for half a second, and then I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah, the statue of Uktau. Ha ha ha. Let's see. I just like to think that Uktau works in mysterious ways, even though above game, I'm not sure if you guys have asked anything about him. Uktau works in mysterious ways.
I am back with a vengeance.
And lo, have I returned with apple juice.
Ah, welcome back.
It's,
Now you're back. I'll take a break.
Go right ahead. Also, I was so not prepared for Find a Path to be a 6th level spell when I added it to my list.
it's like, wait, why are you trying to do this? Does not compute.
Well, no, like it went in, but like I couldn't see because I was like, okay, spells 1 through 5, not there. What? come on. I was about to like start like asking you questions about Roll20, but then I noticed right before I moved over, oh, there it is in 6 level slots.
Oh, Miller, I don't know if you were around when I said this, but apparently all of my jinxes last until the end of my next turn. So Cripple does not last nearly as long as we thought.
I just like to think that that was absolutely hilarious and it made sense for that Ankylosaur zombie to just have its legs fall off.
It was too weak.
To be
My
fair,
legs.
if you just stopped it from getting bullied in a much more direct approach, okay, man?
Yeah.
Wick was literally doing speedrun tactics, attacking it through a wall.
That zombie just became everyone in their 30s.
I'm not sure how to take that. Oh, snap! Wicked River 97 with a party of 12. Thanks for the raid. We're right now on a break as I just magically got blessed with the Find the Path spell because I saw
Welcome,
the maze.
Raiders.
All that time at like at restaurants with kids menus has paid off.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm going to take a quick bio while we're waiting for everyone else to file back in. See you
All
soon.
right.
Oh. Also, but I'm really starting to hope that's not a trend. Like, looking at possibly starting the next game with Saved by the Spell. There shouldn't really be anything that could swallow me there. But I'm starting to feel like I'm cursed in D&D games to have to deal with vor fetishism.
In theory, you should be fine.
In theory. But I've also given my DM a lot of homebrew. And I didn't really check the monster stat blocks from that one because I wanted to not meta game. Oh, now I'm just filled with existential dread. This is what I
Can't
get.
believe you're Greckles.
Okay, let me just put it this way: considering I've made 8 spells for 2nd through 5th level for my character to learn while he's at Strixhaven, I think I'm just gonna take that as a win. Especially because I am going to bully the fuck out of some things with several of those spells.
Good.
All right, I return. Is everybody
Welcome
else
back.
here good to go?
I think we're waiting on Caitlin.
Ah, yes. I see. Da, 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 da.
Besides that, from the conversation we were having, I shared that Death Kiss and Blood Kiss meme with a lot of people and ruined a few days. Remember, vampirism can affect anything that is a sentient creature and not undead.
I just like to think it went from uwu to solo yandere in a heartbeat. Oh my god, why am I coughing so much?
Elpharat, don't you put that evil on me.
I have a Mimic Cat book that's somewhat similar.
Let's see. All right, I think everybody is back.
Yes.
So, we'll go ahead and pick up where we left off with. Let's see, that was in the afternoon, I believe, when you encountered that statue.
Yes.
Yes. As you... Oh, go
I
ahead.
just wanted to answer one thing in chat because it's actually a good D&D question. Technically, a mimic can't because they are only semi-sentient. So you don't have to worry about mimic vampires unless you have a very evil DM.
So a vampire owlbear could technically not happen, right?
Not unless it's awakened.
Okay.
At which
Good to
point,
know.
then everyone's in danger.
Yes.
So it has to have some semblance of sentience, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but if someone decides to awaken something and then make it a werewolf or a vampire, all bets are off. Because now I'm just imagining a vampire werewolf. Not werewolf. Why did I say werewolf when I was thinking elephant?
Oh,
Oh my
god, a
God, that'd be
vampire
horrible.
elephant. The most massive scraping and lapping up blood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the one
Dragon
thing that's actually more
happen.
scary than a vampire elephant. A vampire
Elephant
T-Rex.
Oh my
Oh
God.
god.
Be unstoppable.
Well, you want to know what's actually scarier? There's actually, luckily not in the setting we're currently in. At least not on the island we're currently in. There is I believe it is a vampiric T-Rex or a werewolf T-Rex. I know it's tied to the god Malar in this setting, which is the evil god of lycanthropy.
But what about a vampire Tarask?
Terras aren't sentient.
I know, but awaken first, then vampirism Tarask.
First, you gotta get through a Terrask's magic resistance, okay, man? All right,
Yeah,
we're
it
getting
takes
off onto
some
a
doing.
podcast now.
It would definitely take some doing to get there, but theoretically you could do it, and that's terrifying.
Vampiric dragon.
Alright.
Anyway.
Alright. So, we'll basically pick up right where we left off as you're traveling down the river. You know, it seems like we have been blessed in many parts by Uptal's favor in many regards, and he just kind of looks over to you. It seemed like that statue did something to you, no?
Yeah, I've got a feeling, and this is just kind of how it is, that if I concentrate really hard, I can find one place and how to get there. But I feel like we should hold on to that, because we got approximate knowledge of where we're supposed to be going.
Perhaps it is best then. You know, it is said that Uptal had supposedly left us when we needed him, but... I suppose that's why often some people have looked to the 9 trickster gods in their place, I suppose.
Huh. Well, I mean, I personally wouldn't think that he's gone, considering points to Heart of Uptal in the distance.
He left
That's-
a little piece of himself.
Yes, I've been told it many times that jungle warriors would fight their way in order to go up there, and supposedly many priests would attempt to fly up there with winged beasts in order to seek guidance inside of it. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to go there. I wanted to see it for myself.
Well, we're just about there, so count your blessings, but you did say it's supposed to be surrounded by undead, right?
Yes, supposedly that there is a great presence of undead ahead, which I am more than happy to help vanquish, with your help, of course.
Well, we're doing pretty well, actually. Like, the undead seem to be the one thing that has not given us trouble yet, which almost fills me with more dread.
They're really very easy.
Honestly, yeah.
Let's not take that into let's not get our hopes up with that, though, because they might go a lot harder somewhere else.
Zeno, I am perpetually waiting for the pendulum to swing the other way on any situation we are in.
Well, a few instances we agree.
Well,
I mean, that's just good practice. Prepare for the worst. You can't be surprised then. Unless it's worse than what you imagined was the worst, but that's neither here nor there.
all right, well, guess we'll keep moving on. Or was that at the end of the day? I forgot to ask.
That was in the afternoon.
So I guess we'll just keep on our way then.
All right. So
Your
you
spell
continue the
slots
rest.
did not come back. Just want to clarify.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So, the rest of your travel happens that day. Nothing happens. Go ahead and get your survival checks out of the way.
Do. Survival. 7.
Yeah, nothing really finding tonight, Dan. But at least looks like berries are back on the menu again.
Oh boy.
Hooray!
Hey,
Everyone's favorite.
hey, I only got 17 days of rations. Okay, I'll eat berries.
I got no problem with berries.
They
Ate a
remind
lot of
me
berries in my childhood.
That's good, Wick. Pat on the shoulder.
Yum.
All right. The next day happens. There is some medium rain. Chaco, go ahead and roll percentile for me.
Alright. 88. I feel like we've rolled this before.
88. Let's see.
Are we gonna see some serious shit?
I mean, I'm the one who rolled that horde of velociraptors the other day, so
That's 88 the velociraptors.
I hope not.
No. But for the sake of brevity, you pass a log and Koopa Lue just kind of splorts and he takes a tumble and knocks into the log and a swarm of bats just kind of fly out of it.
Yeah.
That's
You want to be careful about them. They won't bother you if you don't bother them, but we just bothered them, so.
Just don't kill their parents.
Why were they in a log?
I mean, they
they sleep during
wherever they want to be.
They were just sleeping, probably.
But don't they sleep in caves?
I mean,
Well,
yes.
I repeat what I just said there, Wick.
No.
They go wherever they want to be.
No, I actually know this because goblins share caves with bats and many other things. See, bats they fly out during the night to get food, and if they can't make it back to their cave, they nest where they can.
Huh.
They
Okay.
could be nice, just be careful. Some of them like to bite, but then again,
Well, they
Enoch
are very
doesn't-
cute.
yeah.
I think they're kind of cute.
Enoch doesn't know about bats' relationship with pumpkins, so he's not gonna say.
All right. So,
Can I maybe roll a nature check to see if I can like triangulate where like the nearest cave would be that the bats might go to?
survival check.
Oops, that's nature. Survival
Or
10.
nature. Survival as far as actually looking for them. As far as a nature check, however, yeah, I'll give you that nature check, at least. Yeah, typically subspecies, they more often prefer caves, but yeah, Enoch does bring up a good point. If they'll basically take any port in a storm in this case, or instead of having to do if it's a particularly heavy rain, or if it gets late enough in the evening, and if they can't get back, they'll just hunker down and wait for the rain to pass.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, that day passes. More survival checks from you two.
Woohoo!
Natural 1.
22!
All right, let's see what you scrounge up. Interesting. Okay. You find some edible mushrooms, and that's it. Elise. For Elise, but for Dan.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to be that mean and just say, oh, with that high roll, it's like, oh, you found some mushrooms.
Here's
Okay.
some mushrooms.
I mean,
This place is barren.
hey,
Clearly.
hey, you know what? They're not berries, so I'll take it.
Nice change up.
You can actually do quite a lot with mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
I'm imagining just someone out of nowhere we have a pan and we're sauteing.
Yeah.
That was my first thought too, honestly.
All right. Dan, as you're looking around for a place to cap out, you spy a particular tree, and you find an unusual looking fruit that you've never seen before. It's round and spherical in nature, kind of like an orange, but it's got blue swirls that are emanating around the skin of it.
Ooh.
Oh my god, did we find a Pokemon berry?
See, I was gonna say, did we find a devil fruit?
No, I was gonna say, oh no, we found one of the oops all berries.
Oh
Well,
no.
If you want to figure out what this is, Dan, give me a nature check.
Will do. 11.
You're not exactly sure what kind of fruit this is, but on this tree you find 10 fruits.
Okay. 10 you said?
Yep.
Okay, 10 mystery fruit. Actually, you know what? I will bring my mystery fruit over to Kawasha and ask if he has any idea what these are.
Looks down the Koopalooey. Koopalooey's going to look around. Strokes his chin for a while and shrugs, and then gives some sign gestures.
Can all of us roll like a nature check to see if we can figure it out?
Sure. I would say probably you be the best bet for this, Elise.
Nope.
6.
I got a 4.
Yeah, you guys don't have any idea what fruit this could possibly be.
We're just figuring out the berries, right?
We're just trying to figure out if it's poisonous or not. That's all we want to know.
Well, I wanted to know if maybe I could use it in potions, but also that, I suppose.
At this point, Elise's mind is just like,
Wick munches one.
Okay.
9 it is.
Wick just chooses chaos.
I have to look this up real quick. Because of
no!
What have you done?
Wick is in fact a chaotic being, so you know.
I believe for this effect you need to roll I want to say it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. I'm actually really good at that. 14?
Oh, let me see. Where is it?
I hope you packed your bags, kid, because you're about to go on a trip.
Where is it? Oh, there's got to be information on it somewhere. It should say where that is. Rare plants. Oh. See, discoveries. That's where I gotta go to look it up. Actually, did I say wisdom? It's technically supposed to be a constitution saving throw.
Okay. Same thing.
14.
Oh, there we go.
You feel yourself starting to vibrate and kind of sway a little bit. You get the urge to dance, but you manage to sate that off.
He does like a little shuffle ball toe for a second, and he's like, "Yeah, tastes good to me."
I just started imagining the cabin fever like opening from Muppets.
Yeah.
I want to do that now. I want to try it now just to see if I can do that. Let me try one of these.
I'd like to experiment on them first. Although I do have...
You have
Alright,
8.
sure, let's give you one. I'll have 8. Nice even number.
All right. Con save, or are you wanting to fail this?
I'll roll a con save. Let's play fair on this one.
All right, con save.
That is a 16.
Yeah, you don't really feel the urge to dance.
Okay, I felt a little bit, but I have experienced worse. I have been to college after all.
Hmm.
Elise
I'm
is gonna motion to Dan to see one of the fruits.
Dan'll hand one over.
Okay.
I have a dagger. I'll just split it in half. I'll check the inside, see what it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, as you're looking at it, it has a rind like an orange, but you're looking inside the flesh of this is it's kind of like a dark blue kind of a look to it. And yeah,
what would I have to roll to see if I can locate like the specific part of this that would cause this phenomenon?
Y'all even know what happened? Because neither of us danced.
Yeah. Like, there's not really a reason to
Getting-
think
getting
that
a
it
touch
does
Okay, yeah,
that.
I'll take it back then. I didn't.
as you're pondering over this juice, Koopaloo just kind of goes around and he kind of starts tapping you on the shoulders and whatnot. And he starts to move very furbishly, kind of gets some hand gestures, and I guess he's gonna roll a performance check real quick. He acts like he's, shuffling around like almost like a monkey. And Kawasha kind of looks up and says, "Oh, so that's what that is. This is a dancing monkey fruit."
What do you what?
Oh.
That thing that got, Man, wow, that was a while ago.
It's the illegal
Got
fruit.
Mala in trouble.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, apparently if you eat the fruit or drink its juice, apparently it has a chance to make you dance for like a minute.
That's silly.
This could be used for pranks.
Or is it a possible distraction?
Or that.
Do you have any more vials on you, Dan?
Yeah, I've got exactly one vial that isn't being used right now. But I can keep these fruit for later use.
We can always juice them at some point. We can use the juice as a possible strategy.
Alright. Yeah, I'll say that if you were to, squeeze a juice, from one fruit would be enough to fill one vial. If
Okay,
you so wish.
I'll do that now to have a single vial of dancing monkey fruit juice.
There you go.
Well, at least we're learning.
Mm-hmm. That was
I don't know when we'll use this.
That was
but
like
I'm
immediately.
excited.
That was immediately my first thought. Was like, this does this. Oh, okay. I can possibly use that as a distraction.
See, my first thought was to prank it for haha funny moments.
Dude, same though.
Both seem
Here,
like...
have a glass of juice. It's a really good juice.
Oh, we can put it in one of my juices. Oh, we can share. We could both make the potion. Oh, that'd be so much fun.
I know, right?
Right.
Oh god, I just imagine that dancing monkey fruit above game would be a secret component of Aldo's irresistible dance.
Enoch is resisting the urge because he sees how happy Wick is to point out that bringing this into the city is probably a crime.
Only if we're caught.
I mean, it's only a crime if we sell it.
Like I
It
said,
seemed like.
he's holding this in because he sees it bringing Wick joy.
Right.
He's just another thing to add to the list. Just add to the list.
This is why he
Only-
needs. It's why he needs a leash.
I again, Dan is very bad influence because, again, we were just going to use this to prank random people.
Yep.
The funny thing is, like, I keep going. I'll just drop it again because I dropped it earlier. I'm not sure if Caitlin ever saw it, but I'm just going to drop something else in chat.
Spherical.
That was the first thing I thought of when you said that. Noah.
I posted a bunch of these in memes earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll post the rest
I mean,
here.
his scarf is definitely close enough, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it only does so much.
There's also a chance the scarf could come off.
Yep.
True.
Oh, yeah, it's a backpack harness. All right. So, aside from that, nothing else really happens on this day. Or this is at the end of your day. On the next day, Wick
Yeah.
and Enoch, I'll need you each to roll percentile rolls for me.
Okie dokie.
Okay. 39.
95.
All right.
Is that the actual highest roll we've gotten now?
No.
No, because we rolled 97 earlier, and I.
Okay, I thought it was 90. I thought it was like 94 or something like that.
Well, yeah, 94 was earlier.
I know I've rolled like 90 something besides this, and that's what summoned the thing that saved us from the raptors.
Did we roll 99 once? I vaguely remember that.
That might have been what summoned the the flaming fist that saved us.
I think we rolled 69 before, right?
Yes. And we all said nice. We mentioned that earlier this
the
stream.
obligatory nice.
Yeah. Yeesh, I think our memories are devolving the longer we're actually in the stream.
It's the jungle, man. It does things to your brain.
Jungle madness, no.
All right. As you begin to set up for the morning.
Bug spray.
Yep.
I haven't said that a couple times.
Yep.
I've been keeping track on mine.
I have. Thank you for reminding me, though, because sometimes I might forget if not reminded.
You know, out of mild curiosity, what is your guys' numbers? Because I feel like I might have missed some days.
I'm on 44.
I'm on 18, but I didn't buy any. I just made my own.
Ah.
And you still have more stuff.
Mm.
Alright, I think I definitely need to adjust.
Say I'm at 53. I think I've been missing some.
Yeah, I think I missed 4 then at some point, because I was at 48.
So, because you mentioned it, I had to put it in the sing along.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how we feel.
All right, because this is gonna be a big thing that's coming up as you're beginning to pack up on this day. Let's see what was it gonna be. It's heavy rain.
Heavy rain. Oh no, I hate David Cage games.
Agent Nominated and FBI.
Well, at least it's not Risk of Rain. That could go much worse.
I'm just saying, I'm looking out for the origami killer. So it's raining.
The whole rest of the session is just going to be quick time events.
Oh God, no!
I didn't ask for this.
So as this as everything is getting packed up, at least Wick and Enoch, you notice that off to your guys' left, as you're looking around, you see the swirling blue mist slowly but surely creeping towards you guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. We are getting dragged into Barovia.
Don't you dare put that evil on us! That's ominous.
Let's see, I'm gonna see if our guides know what it is. No, that's bad monkey mist. as Kawasha just kind of points it out. Do not stand in it. It gives you some weird adverse effects. And how big is this?
A lot of monkey-related flora and nature effects here, huh?
We're not gonna
And-
turn into monkeys, are we?
Be quizzical later. Like Enoch picks up Wick and tries to back away.
All right.
Yeah.
Aw.
I assume you guys all move out of the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you do this, mist just slowly. It's like a 20 by 30 foot mist bank that just slowly rolls through. And after about a minute, it passes by.
Wick, I'm sorry, but anything that's got mad in the name typically rhymes with bad for a reason.
Oh, I guess.
All right.
I wonder if Zeno's standing in the Mad Monkey Mist and cast a spell that would cause a magic surge, what would happen?
Look,
And
I don't want to find out.
Seconded.
sorry, just curiosity getting the better me, I suppose.
Yeah,
Just like, well, they
at
can't
any other
leave
time I
the
would be agreeing with you, but I don't want to find out today.
At least it's gonna look at you. By the way, Zeno, and say, by the way, is that whole thing with your voice, is that permanent now?
Don't know, and it's actually getting very concerning.
It has been going on for a while, huh?
But above game, we all know what's going on, but in game we're all too dumb to realize it.
Yeah,
Remember,
I mean,
I
it's not that pressing a good one.
Could it be a curse? I don't know. I'm assuming it's just a random magical effect.
Don't look at me. As far as I knew, this was a curse. Taps head.
We don't know if we won't try. Does anyone actually happen to have a remove curse spell?
Wick blinks.
Well, yes, technically. Although I would need to take some time to get it prepared.
Hmm.
Like, maybe tonight.
Can we try that in the morning?
Sure.
Well, that'll be interesting to see.
All right. So, as you guys travel through the rest of the day, let's see. How's the best way to describe what you guys see next? You're walking through the jungle. It's been sweltering hot. It's been raining, but
All of a sudden
As
we
you-
spot him. Shia LaBeouf.
as you travel your way through the jungle, the first thing that everybody notices is that it feels cooler. Noticeably cooler, and as you just kind of go look around, as you look in front of you guys, you kind of see wide. It's odd. It's almost as if you're looking at what looks to be like a winter wonderland centralized locally within this small area in front of you guys.
This time of year, local at this time of day.
Huh.
You walk up and you see various plants and rocks that are currently scattered about in this area have a very hefty layer of frost and ice upon them.
No,
And
the
as
frost
you
is
make your way
coming
closer,
over here.
it is biting cold at this point too.
Enoch just starts wrapping himself in himself. Oh, I did
Yep.
not realize I would need a shirt, among other things.
Here. You
Wick
can
Wick
borrow my
bundles
extra one.
Wick bundles
As-
his scarf around himself tighter.
hands Enoch one of like his sleeve shirt, which is a plain white long sleeve shirt.
Enoch pulls it on and then just like, okay, let me see if I got anything for this foot. Immediately starts ruffling through his bags and pulls out the commoner's clothes that he gets. Okay. Above game now, he is very unstylish because he has a sock with a sandal.
Who gives a shit? We're in the middle of winter, randomly in the fucking jungle.
At least probably has like an overcoat or a cloak or something that she'll throw on.
Yeah, like Zeno is actually like, oh my god, my coat's actually gonna do something for once.
I'm surprised you both have been wearing coats this long.
Yeah. Wick, it's very concerning for you to see your breath at this point as you're just kind of...
Yeah, he looks at the frost very, very nervously, and he is basically starting to take his scarf and just wrap himself around like a mummy.
I have a winter blanket if you want it, Wick.
Yes, please.
You'll hand it over so Wick can get warm.
Elise, I'll say with your passive perception, as you're kind of also looking around this area, as you're looking at it, it's about a 120-foot wide area, and towards the middle of this space, you do see a group of what looks to be medium-sized humanoid-esque shapes that are just standing in the middle of this. Looks like they're frozen completely solid.
Oh, whatever's causing this, it might be over there.
Can we all look?
Well,
Wick just slowly starts to nervously tow his way over.
oh, it's so cold.
Does it get colder as we approach the center of this?
Oh, yes. It is harshly cold at this point as you make your way towards these figures. And as you look, you see humanoid shapes that are inside this that are just, at this point, completely encased in ice and sleet. And as you get a better look at these, let's see. I want perception checks from everybody who's looking at these.
Okay.
Oh god.
21.
Perception.
4.
Elise isn't used to the cold.
Really?
That is a 3. He is just way too fucking cold.
Well, Yuki got a 15.
Yep. I'll say Enoch, Wick, and Yuki, as they kind of look over this, and Dan, you'll hear this as she says this out loud. These figures, they look humanoid, but you see there are various bits of them that are missing flesh, as though these may have been some form of undead.
Well, Kawasha, good news. Undead here, not much of a problem. But I gotta ask, how often does it snow here?
Never, as Kawasha definitely looks at this.
Kawasha looks at it and like all of a sudden you just hear dial-up noises from his mind.
And Koopa Lue begins to, splorch and kind of stiffen up just because of how wet he's been.
I'm assuming Kawasha's also, started bundling up as best he can.
Yeah. Actually, he's going to make his way out of the sphere, and he begins to stiffen up a little bit as, the water kind of freezes him up a bit, but as he gets outside, he, kind of does that thing where he kind of limbers up, does a little bit of a sideways step, just relishing in the rain that's, outside of the sphere.
Yeah, Wick starts to run out of the sphere.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, guys. I feel like we should probably do this at least. And Enoch concentrates on his eyes. Detect magic.
Let's see. I have to double check something real quick. Yeah.
I'm just sitting here thinking, warm day one day, then the next day it's freezing cold. Sounds like Michigan.
Sounds like Kansas to me.
I'll say with this, you detect some conjuration magic coming off of here.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely magical.
Or, actually, specifically, no, I'll say evocation magic.
Either way. Yeah, this is magical. Something did this.
So they don't like zombies. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I just gotta wonder. Thinks back, frost giants. We should probably be really careful around here.
I mean, the frost giants were, like, really far the other way.
Well, to be fair, they have big steppies.
1 second.
Let's...
Milla?
Idea. Can we above game? Can we look and see if we can find any footsteps?
I'll roll a survival check.
Instead of the survival, Milla, could I possibly roll an arcana to put 2 and 2 together with something else we saw recently?
Sure. I guess.
And roll survival just for kicks.
Oh,
Yeah, same.
roll survival. Although
13.
Arcana probably be better. Oh,
14.
21.
Well, I
Better
got
than 18.
13. Milla, I'm trying to
Between
think. Would this possibly link up with the dragon we saw?
You're not sure if that's the case or not. You can neither confirm nor deny it.
Okay.
And with everyone's survival checks, you do not see any giant footprints around here.
Well,
However, Dan and Zeno, I'll say you two do manage to see two sets of footprints. One looking like they're humanoid footprints, and another looking like clawed, you could say almost reptilian-looking footprints. As they appear to be leaving and heading towards the southeast.
So
Outside.
So a humanoid and a reptilian being headed southeast, looks like, from here.
That's good. At least we know it's away from where we're going, I think. Can we please get out of this cold?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, let's just hope we don't find what did this. Though I have a quick question: would southeast be towards the heart of Ooptao?
As you're looking up into the sky, at this point, you do manage to see that floating shape get closer. As you're looking up, that shape you're seeing, it's definitely looks like it's up there, and it does look like you're going closer to it, and the tracks did seem like they're headed that direction.
Oh boy. Well, stay on guard, guys. It sounds like whatever did this might be ahead right where we're going.
Great. Just great.
Well, on the plus side, it's not frost giants.
You know what? You're right. We'll take the good for the bad.
All right. All right, one last round of survival checks from you two as you move further in for the night.
I get the feeling we're probably not going to find... Well, I'm not going to find much. Yeah, that tracks. In the frosted area.
18.
18. yeah, I'll say that you do manage to find another boar. And for the sake of brevity, you do manage to shoot it.
Okay.
Boar's on the menu tonight.
Yay, food.
All right. So aside from that, nothing else happens on this day. On the next day, what? Heavy rain. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and play some other music. Actually, I have to go and see if this map is set up properly. The one thing I forgot to do for this, as you guys approach the heart of Uptow. Load in.
Well, this certainly became much more adventurous than I had any idea was going to be.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just gotta hide one more thing real quick here. Okay! Go ahead and read this information off for you guys. As... Gotta find the appropriate music for you too.
Starts playing the 8-bit version of the Can for no reason.
A massive chunk of earth and rock, torn from the earth, drifts over the swampy forest, about 100 feet above the ground. A petrified tree towers above the stone, with its stone roots protruding from the bottom. Between the shape of the rock and the branching of the tree's limbs, it creates the impression of a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. The impression is only made more gruesome by the red liquid dripping from the roots. You see a cave mouth at the side of the slowly rotating heart, and a staircase winding from the cave up to the flattened top where the petrified tree stands. The staircase definitely isn't natural. It was carved with tools into the rock. As I'll see you guys see this.
Oh.
Gotta zoom out.
A big map.
Huh.
Wow. And then all those roots are just leaking like red sap. Great.
Metal.
Well, that's as
Oh.
ominous as it is beautiful.
Hmm.
Indeed.
So what exactly is the plan here? Are we trying to get up in the heart? Are we trying to look around just for undead? What's the game plan?
Good question. But first, Wick,
Yeah?
did you prepare that spell?
Has it been the morning?
Yeah,
it's
Or-
the next day.
Then yes, you would have.
Okay.
And I'm imagining, oops, sorry.
I boop.
And he casts cure or remove curse.
God, I hope this works. Oh, thank God!
Alright, yeah, you do manage to remove curse, and yeah, you do find that the voice change is a curse.
Okay, Wick, I'm gonna have to ask you a really important question.
Yeah?
Alright, and as you
Can
talk...
you keep that there?
Well, but I have a big healing one that I kind of prefer to keep to make everybody not die.
You know, that's a lot. That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
And whenever something like that happens to me again, let's see if we can fix that with the next day. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone knows this, yeah. Zeno talks normally. His voice is no longer sultry or deep.
Almost forgot that's what your voice sounded like. Been so
You know,
long.
for a while I did too.
I mean, to be fair, I tune him out like 30% of the time.
Yeah,
Enoch,
thanks.
here you go. I boop. I have cured you.
And I much
And
thank
he
you
casts-
to you, Wick.
Oh, you're welcome.
He casts remove curse on Enoch as well.
I look down.
Go
ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No. You. This actually makes more sense.
I was gonna say, I look down and check to see, do I still have metal hand and foot?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Wick. I guess this technically ain't a curse.
Oh.
No, it was just you merging with some unknown entity. I mean, it's just you're sharing. Oh, this is going to sound really weird, but it's what it is. You're sharing your body with another individual. It's not really a curse, just a merging? Merging sounds right.
We'll tackle that later, Enoch says, obviously trying to hold it in. Thank you very much, though, for trying to help me, Wick.
Oh, you're welcome.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Aside from our obviously elven party members, or derivative thereof, who here speaks elven?
Nope. I speak Fae.
Enoch?
Actually, I guess that is Sylvan?
Yes.
Sylvan, yeah.
Some elves do know Sylvan, but I only speak... unless we run into more goblins or something that uses deep speech, which I hope we don't run into. No.
Yeah, Dan, Zeno, and Elise, you hear a voice call out in elven. Hello down there!
Gonna look up and see if I can find the source of said voice.
Yeah, as you look it up, you see the form of... It looks like some humanoid is speaking in Elvish. It looks like they're kind of peeking out from right next to the cave entrance. Oh, hello down there!
Hello?
Hey.
Who are you? As she just kind of looks over at everyone.
At least we
We're
just
just-
kind of call out now. We're one of the expeditions that has been sent into the jungle to deal with the undead.
Interesting.
What's going on?
My name is Valendra. What's yours? As she points at each and every one of you.
I'm Galindan Aylworth. That's Zeno, Elise, small one's Wick, and the man with a bit of metal on him. That's Enoch. Hello.
Is there a way we can get up there? I don't want to yell at or talking to you anymore.
Oh, of course there's a way for you to come up here, but I only ask that the important people come up. You know, I don't have much room up here.
Dan's gonna look at everyone.
Yeah, Zeno and Dan probably are just like, okay, so
You five! And she calls out in Elvish, and she points to all the PCs.
oh,
Ah, perfect.
What's going on? I am
Oh.
very much out of the loop.
she's going to
Ah.
call us up there to talk to her. There's only room enough for us five.
Oh. Well, that's handy.
Oh, would it be better if I spoke in common? As she speaks in common.
Oh,
Oh, there
yeah.
we go.
Yes, please.
Only 3 of us really know Elven.
Ah, excellent. Just a moment, and you just see, as she reaches up, we'll say Elise and Wick, you see, as she, reaches at her side, it looks like she extends a scroll. You two hear her utter some arcane words as up on the ledge and down at the bottom where you are all currently standing, a portal of swirling energy just kind of rotates right before you.
Ah!
I've casted an arcade game so that you may join me.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Wick hops in.
Oh, wait, no! Well,
In for a penny there, Enoch.
what the hell's a penny?
I don't know.
In for
All right.
It's a college saying. I just go with it.
All right, so I'm gonna have to reveal some more stuff about the map right here. Da, 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 da. So we're going to say that's actually no, that's hide, not reveal. And we'll say, well, we'll say go ahead and place your token. We'll say that the portal is right actually over here as I draw a circle that is bluish. That's right. There.
Okay.
And let me go and grab her token real quick. And as you get closer, you see this woman. Show the players.
I say, while I get
Ooh.
that set up for the stream, you mind putting my token on the map, Noah?
Oh, sure, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see an elven woman with shoulder length, very unkempt looking hair. She wears a black shawl that is draped across her shoulders with a brass circlet binding it on her right shoulder, and she has massive bags underneath her eyes.
Oh. Hi. I'm Enoch.
Hello.
Ah, yes, greetings. My name is Valindra Shadowmantle. It's so good. It's such a pleasure to meet all of you.
It's nice to meet you. What are you doing up here?
Oh, you see, I'm studying quite a few things in my time here in the jungles of Chult. Oh, you see, I'm happy to be a researcher myself.
What are you researching?
Anything interesting?
Perhaps it would be better explained if we come inside. Well, you see, well, perhaps we can explain as we go. You see, in my time here at Chult, I have been tasked to look into something called the Soulmonger.
Oh, that's what we're supposed to be looking for.
Rather fascinating, really. Then it seems we have a share a common goal to investigate in that sort of thing.
We've
We've been tasked with killing undead, so
and ending the death curse.
Huh. I see. Well, I would say that my research is more of an investigatorial sort. You see, I've been tasked with more or less studying the Soulmonger within isolation, as it were. So that we may better understand how it works.
Yeah, above
Is
game
it-
insight.
same.
I
Sure,
was
you
gonna
can roll
ask
insight.
her question. Is it nearby that you can study it?
Well, not nearby per se, but I do happen to know where it is located.
So I got a 16 and got a 20.
All right. Let's see. I rolled that. Zeno and Enoch. I would say with your insights, it seems like there's more than what she's letting on with this explanation. But it seems like she's kind of mincing words a little bit in that regard. She does want to study it, but it seems like there's more that she's not letting on.
A ball game. Of course it is. Because according to that one, or what happened 2 weeks ago with the Family Feud for the Unexpectables, she has a last name. She's going to be Betrayus. Or she has a name. She's going to betray us.
Uh,
I mean, we know a fair amount of people, but yeah. Okay, so where is it supposed to be? We got some leads ourselves, but we're mostly kind of wandering in the dark, as it were.
Ah, yes. Well, let's see. I'm just trying to figure this out here. As you're kind of being let down, at this point, you're about a good decent way down the staircase over here. As you're looking down over the side, and yeah, that's a long ways down for to the ground there as you're making your way down to the cave that's further at the base down here. And why do I not see a token for her? There she is.
I guess Dan will make some small talk while they're walking. So that arcane gate you cast, I assume you're a caster, or was it just from a scroll?
Oh yes, that was from a spell scroll that I happen to have on. You see, I am a spellcaster of sorts, but I do not have access to that quite yet. I'm afraid. Not from my prepared spells, at least. And
So
at
what
this
kind
point...
of
Oh, go ahead.
So what kind of caster are you? Just curiosity.
Oh, I'm a wizard. I tend to study quite a bit when it comes to spells. And she just kind of flicks her hand and she casts prestidigitation.
Then Sparks appear himself.
The tried and true Sparks.
Truly
Actually,
the
wait,
greatest spell.
do I have prestidigitation?
I can just make lights.
Okay, I do. I was like, wait, do I actually have that? Yes, I do.
Alright. At this point, on this lower map down here, go ahead and place your minis right down over here. As you're making your way towards the bottom of the staircase, you see that it enters into a cave as the floor begins to slope slightly upward. And let me reveal more of this area for you. Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right.
I'm a witch myself. I study old magic.
So we're like right there in terms of the stairway.
Yep. And as you make your way towards the entrance of this cave is musty and dimly lit by daylight filtering down through the hollow petrified tree trunk 20 feet above. A pool of dirty rainwater occupies the central 20 feet of the floor between natural pillars formed by the roots of the petrified tree. 3 tall bookcases stand against the wall to the right of the cave entrance. A desk and several wooden crates stand against the left-hand wall. Opposite the entrance are 2 open doorways into smaller chambers, and between them, a large iron cage. And inside of that cage... actually, you do not see... I gotta hide some more of this here. My apologies. For that. And for that. Yeah. Inside this cage, you do see 2 figures currently slumped over inside of it.
Oh.
Wick fidgets with his scarf nervously.
Oh, who are they?
Oh, them? Just some guests that happen to be rather rude upon inviting themselves into my humble abode. But rest assured they have been dealt with for the time being. Yeah, in the cage you currently see it looks like a human male and some sort of reptilian creature currently slumped in the cage.
Oh,
Ah, I see.
people who
Ugh.
made the footprints
Exclamation mark.
familiar.
Well, we'll try to be more polite. There was something I was wondering since you seem to have been here longer than us. Do you know anything about a little patch of, like, winter, for lack of a better term, we saw on the way here?
Yeah, like 120 feet of just nothing but snow and ice.
No, I can't say I've heard of anything quite like that. No.
X to doubt. Or
You want to roll inside on her? Go
Yes.
ahead.
This
Yes.
is a recent development.
Like, Zeno sees two people in a cage. He doesn't trust this woman at all.
yeah, 18 insight.
See, Dan's the reverse. She said they broke in. That tracks.
Oh no, Wick.
Let's see.
What?
Well, things in order.
Enoch, you get the sense that while she seems like she's telling the truth about not seeing something, she's definitely hiding something else.
Well, guess keep that in the mystery column. Enough of that around this place. So, go ahead.
Wick has waddled himself closer to the cage. Do these guys look like they're alive?
Give me a message check.
Let's see.
11.
Yeah, it does look like they're breathing at least. It's kind of weird though. Like I said, it seems like they're almost sleeping.
Okay. He's not going to do anything yet.
So, we've got a lead. Not really gonna like above game. Not gonna say where it's from, but we got an idea that possibly answers to the Soulmonger would be further south, somewhere between the Valley of Lost Souls and the Mountains of Fire. I can't remember without the map in front of me.
Oh, you have a map, do you?
Yeah.
Question, may I see the map?
Sure. Enoch will pull out the map and walk next to her, holding on to map, but showing.
Oh, this is quite the map indeed. How much are you willing to part with that map?
Not really. It's kind of a lifeline right now, and we need everyone we can get.
Yeah, we have no idea where the hell we're going otherwise.
Oh, I honestly think you really should give me that map.
Okay, now
Again,
we're getting
inside
on the bow.
Inside, slightly grabbing my my staff.
All right. Yep, you can roll insight checks.
Natural
That's a
20.
19.
Let's see. I'll say, hold on, I have to roll up. Let's see.
I'm bad at insight. Heck yeah.
At this point, Enoch's already rolled enough to know not trust, hold on to map.
See,
Mhm.
Dan was willing to trust her because magic user could learn more interesting things about magic, but that only goes so far. I'm still paranoid.
I mean, red flag number 1 was, I know exactly where the soulmonger is. I want to study it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, Dan and Zeno. As you're looking at it, she definitely has this weird twinge about it. She looks like she definitely wants that map, but she's weighing her options as to, how far she's willing to go to get that map.
I, just pure curiosity, could I just stare at her for a little bit, see if there's any illusion magic around her? See
Okay.
if she looks exactly like she actually looks.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make your investigation check.
I have advantage to see
By the way, I
through
didn't look up.
illusions.
I'm like
16.
probably like right here.
16.
I think
And
that's a pillar.
Oh, I thought it was like a stump that you could sit on.
Well, we're in a cross section, so.
Right there then.
it seems like, you're kind of looking her over. You don't really detect any illusions on her.
All right, so she
Um.
is she is who she appears to be at the very least. Good to know.
May I help you with something? Galindan, was it?
Galindan, but
Galindan.
no. Sorry if I'm a little close. I'm not exactly a people person.
Yeah, he does that.
I imagine you being here for very long on your own. Sometimes social customs are a little, lax, as it were. You lose some things.
Oh, yes. Quite. As she is...
Oh, Elise would speak up at this point. If we want to take the middle ground, we can always just have her copy whatever information she needs off of the map. Assuming you have parchment and means to do so.
Yes, I suppose. And, I want you all to roll insight checks on her. Man,
Well-
she is above game. She is rolling for crap for tonight.
While they're inciting, can I shake this gentleman's shoulder through the
13.
bars?
Okay. Dan, you definitely get the sense that, she might be up to something when she says, as she kind of steps over towards her desk. And at this point, Wick, you go to rattle the cage. What?
Hello.
Who are you?
Hi.
What are you doing with her? That bitch.
Oh, that's not a very nice word. I don't know. We just got here.
You know not what you mess with her. You need to be careful about her. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Oh.
Hooray.
Okay.
Can I, as they're saying that, can I actually look over to her and see if that garnered any reaction?
Oh yeah, she immediately has her attention snapped on that individual in the cage.
You know, it was a very serious debate because, as it turns out, I have the spell knock.
Also,
See-
above game, you guys have no idea, like, something that we might have done. I had to literally message Milla during it.
Yep.
I was gonna use the message spell to tell everyone.
Milla,
she's not
let me just point
thinking.
out, okay? Especially since I think I'm the one who rolled the encounter. That's what makes it worse, because we talked about this specific thing.
Yeah, above game nil, spoilers notwithstanding, all may be revealed next session about
I think we're gonna have to understand that, yeah.
Hmm.
Also, gotta thank Jay Frost for subs to Rip the Party, Everything is Fine, and Mama Please Help.
And actually, let's just kind of leave this off on a nice little taste here. As he goes to call her out, just for flavor, it will resolve what actually happens next session. But since the jig is up, apparently, you guys somehow happen to see this form.
Oh snap!
Oh, she's a lich.
You see her facial features begin to sullen, her hair grays, and you see just bits of exposed flesh just standing out as she lets out a resounding wail, and that is actually a good thing to hang out on for tonight.
Oh boy.
I'd like to just before it ends, Dan. How the fuck didn't I see that?
How didn't you see that?
She has a very high spell save DC, so
She's a lich!
That's why. They are very good with their disguises, Dan.
Fair.
I'm gonna see what Kawash's face looks like as this happens.
He's not here.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
Oh,
not
that's right,
here.
he's
It's
not
just
here, I
you
forgot.
guys.
She picked us, and before we could even say anything to Kawasha, Wick was wee. And yeah, no. Let's also thank Jay Frost for the gift sub to Well Fuck.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't see it, but the second you actually showed that picture and I saw the word lich, I bit into my lighter. Well, with that cliffhanger, hey Draco, how's it going?
Hey everybody, Draco Magnius here. You can find me on YouTube as Draco Magnius, where I'm still doing Omen Excidio Plague. Things should have been winding down, but it seems no matter where we go, the cult's sure to follow. So with no other options, we've decided to just tackle it and see what happens with that. You can find me on Twitter at DMagnius, and you can find me here on Twitch rather, as Draco_Magnius, where I'm playing through Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're about to meet with Chairman Hoshino because, spoilers, damn it, I can't remember his name. Why do I have such difficulty remembering? Arakawa, there it is. He recently got murdered, and we are apparently going to learn what he was doing beforehand. So that's going to be fun.
That sounds like a lot to parse.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know, I was in the arena, I was doing side quests, and then that happened. I was having a grand old time.
you know, that's what every main character says before they get plot hooked. Hey DeLuna, how's it going?
It's going okay. I'm just here. I'm going back to school, so basically this, and then a upcoming game that I'm going to be playing once a month. I'll let you guys know when it starts.
All right. Well, that's fun to look forward to. Chaco, what's on the docket for you?
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at ChocolateZombie101, Twitch on ChocolateZombie101. I've been playing through the Yakuza series, speaking of. I just started 5 a couple of days ago. Going good so far. I've heard 5 is like one of the best, if not the best game in the series, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Didn't really too much enjoy 3 and 4 too much, so yeah. Also, just waiting for 2K22 to come out and hopefully not get disappointed like last time.
But it's different.
Sure. We're all suffering from abuse spouse syndrome with that, but we'll wait till that happens. But hey, Caitlin, what's going on with you in Artland?
Oh wow, I am in fact doing the art. Commissions are open. If anybody wants them, you can find all of that information on my Twitch and my Twitter. So yeah, paintings. Ray.
Yeah. And Milla, how are you doing?
Oh, just so glad we finally got to this point. Oh my god. So much better now that the session's concluded. But when you're not finding me here being the DM for these lovely, lovely players, you can find me on Twitter at @MillenNinjaNerd, where I post about cute, funny, memey stuff, and where I occasionally post about being live on twitch.tv/MillenNinja. The Monster Hunter Rise streams shall continue until my Hunter rank improves. Even if I don't throw in the occasional Halo Reach. But for the most part, it's going to be Monster Hunter Rise and grinding up, getting higher ranks.
Man, we need to do another Halo night.
Yeah, that's going to have to be on the docket real soon. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right, and you can find me here, where you've already found me at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn, where we're going to be having some more fun, mixing up with Little Girl Dark Souls and Ender Lilies, as well as getting emotionally destroyed in Spiritfarer. Having a lot of fun with that. The first 2 streams of Ender Lilies are up on the YouTube channel with the most current episodes of Chult the Personality, so be sure to check that out. There's been links in chat. And other than that, just keep an eye out for Saved by the Spell starting in February. You know, I haven't had enough of being just, an anxious mess of existential dread. Let's add another campaign onto that.
Hooray.
Yeah, I mean, given my luck, a lich will be a teacher in Saved by the Spell.
I mean, it'd be the perfect person to have as a teacher.
No!
Feeling assassin classroom.
First of all, the last thing you want to do is give tenure to the undead.
They'll never leave.
Yeah.
It's just they have a really good medical plan, okay?
I mean, do you really need a medical plan if you're undead?
Yes.
Just like this solves itself, really.
For being a lich, yes, you need souls.
I wonder if a certain mono black planeswalker will show up in the campaign.
Oh god, Liliana Vess.
So far, no one has statted her in homebrew. At least no one that I trust.
She's actually they're releasing a new comic where she's gonna be front and center in it. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, that is cool. Also, I want to end off here before we find someone to raid with our quote of the night from El Robot. According to it, Enoch wins again with, "Oh yeah, I tend to tune him out." El Robot was actually saying earlier that it's no wonder that Enoch and Zeno don't get along. Enoch's a bumpkin, and Zeno went to college.
It's like it is literally an opposites attract thing. It's also that Zeno is a lot older, but yet not as mature as Enoch.
Enoch isn't even necessarily mature. He just constantly had to deal with people that have no sense of consequences. Love you, Wick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, and also, El Robot,
Again.
thank you for gifting a sub to J Frost to round out the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think it's time for someone to raid, and given that we already kind of mentioned it in stream, I think raiding Connor with the raid message being "Never trust someone with a last name."
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so give me one quick
He's gonna
second
be
here.
like, okay, I want to hear this.
Okay. Rain.
Never trust someone with a last name.
Okay.
Just all caps, never.
Yeah. Never trust anyone with a last name. Also, be sure to share some love with Connor.
Never
He is
trust
still-
any NPC with a last name,
Yeah.
I guess.
Be sure to share some love with Connor. He's still having his trouble with Discord. So every little bit will probably help at least ease his mood. So thank you all for coming out. Look forward to this next week and more streams when I got the time. Thank you, everybody, and we hope you have a good night.
Good night,
Goodbye.
everybody.
Goodbye.
Good night.